mysterious death of a true action hero. Who or what killed the one, the only, Bruce Lee?
This envelope are Bruce Lee's death files. Official documents from the court inquest into his death. These documents would include his autopsy report, toxicology report, statements from witnesses, police officers, and medical officers.
Few names resonate through the annals of martial arts and film history like Bruce Lee. His untimely demise, shrouded in mystery and spawning countless theories, echoes through the decades. This video delves into the aspects of his death not commonly narrated, tracing his final day, piecing together the enigma, and examining the speculated theories surrounding his sudden demise. Bruce Lee's last day. The date was July 20th, 1973, an ordinary summer day in Hong Kong, save for the extraordinary circumstances that were about to unfold. Bruce Lee, the man who defied traditional martial arts norms, embraced cinema, and stormed his way into global stardom, woke up oblivious to the fact that it would be his last day. His schedule for the day was routine. A meeting with Raymond Chow, his friend and business partner, was on the agenda. Chow was an influential figure in the Hong Kong film industry, being the co-founder of Golden Harvest, a film production, distribution, and exhibition company. They were to discuss their upcoming project, Game of Death, which Lee was scripting, directing, and starring in. Following a productive meeting, they drove to the residence of Taiwanese actress Betty Ting Pei for a dinner meeting. Betty, a rising star, had been cast in the Game of Death, and Lee had spent significant time with her, discussing their roles and planning scenes. It was in her apartment that the first threads of the tragic tapestry started to be woven. During the meeting, Lee complained about an intense headache. Known for his physical vitality and robust health, a complaint from him about discomfort was uncharacteristic. It's reported that Betty gave him a painkiller, Equagesic, which was a combination of aspirin and a tranquilizer called meprobamate. Lee decided to rest before their planned dinner, retiring to a bedroom in the apartment. The subsequent events unfurled rapidly and ominously. Bruce Lee's last day, which started ordinarily, took an unanticipated turn as the hours rolled on. His deteriorating health soon spiraled into a medical emergency, with Lee falling into a coma. The maverick martial artist, who had defied boundaries and conventions throughout his life, now lay incapacitated, poised at the edge of an insurmountable fight. The setting sun that evening marked the end of a day and a legend, casting a long, mysterious shadow that continues to mystify his fans and researchers to this day: the mysterious coma. As the minutes ticked away on that fateful evening of July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee lay unconscious in Betty Ting Pei's apartment. The vibrant energy that Lee emanated had been abruptly silenced, replaced by an eerie stillness. As Lee's condition worsened, a desperate call was made to Raymond Chow, who returned to Betty's apartment. The sight that met Chow was one of shock and concern. Bruce Lee, a man known for his astounding physical fitness, was lying unresponsive. Bruce was in a coma, his body unresponsive, his powerful persona strangely silent. It was a sight that was antithetical to the dynamism and vitality Lee exuded. In a panic, Chow decided to call a doctor. In the meantime, Lee's body began to display alarming symptoms. His skin was oddly blotched, his face swollen. The doctor arrived to a horrifying sight: Bruce Lee, unconscious and showing signs of grave distress. Realizing the severity of the situation, the doctor urged Chow to immediately rush Lee to the hospital. Bruce Lee was quickly transported to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong. The medical staff, under the leadership of Dr. Peter Wu, immediately set to work, trying to revive the unconscious star. Despite their fervent efforts, their attempts were in vain. Bruce Lee, the icon who had revolutionized martial arts and cinema, was pronounced dead at 11:30 p.m. on July 20th, 1973. He was just 32. The suddenness of his death, coupled with his young age and exceptional health, plunged the world into shock. The cause of his coma and subsequent death was as mysterious as it was devastating. The initial autopsy report yielded few answers. The medical examiner stated that the cause of death was due to a cerebral edema, a condition characterized by an excess accumulation of fluid in the brain, causing severe swelling. But why would a man in the peak of his health, with no prior medical conditions, suddenly develop a severe cerebral edema? The bafflement deepened as medical examinations showed no traces of any harmful substances in Lee's body. The autopsy reported death by misadventure, an unsatisfying conclusion that left many questions unanswered. As word spread about Bruce Lee's death, the world grappled with the loss of an icon. Fans, friends, and family were left bereaved and puzzled, struggling to piece together the events that led to his untimely death. The mystery surrounding his coma, leading to his death, remained an enigma, eliciting a torrent of speculation and conjecture. The administration of Equagesic, the pill given to Lee by Betty Ting Pei, became a crucial point of examination. Could a simple headache pill have triggered such a devastating reaction? Questions surrounding his diet, his intense workout routine, and possible allergies were dissected in search of answers. And yet, the cause of his sudden coma remained elusive. The medical emergency that led to Bruce Lee's coma and eventual death still baffles experts. The absence of a conclusive explanation left a void filled by conjectures and theories, some rational, others bordering on the fantastical. The untimely demise of the martial arts star continues to perplex his followers, prompting a relentless quest for the truth behind the mysterious coma that ended his extraordinary life. Speculations and theories. The sudden demise of Bruce Lee, shrouded in a cloud of mystery, paved the way for an onslaught of theories attempting to decipher his untimely death. The lack of a definitive cause and the unusual circumstances surrounding his final hours further fanned the flames of speculation. One of the first theories pointed to the painkiller, Equagesic, that Lee had taken on his last day. While the pill itself was common and relatively safe for most individuals, speculation arose that Lee may have had a hypersensitive reaction to one of its components. Could it be that the martial arts legend succumbed to an adverse drug reaction, an allergy perhaps? The notion was plausible but remained inconclusive due to the lack of definitive medical evidence. Further theories speculated about Lee's intense workout regime and his notorious aversion to drinking water during training. Some conjectured that his vigorous physical exertion, coupled with inadequate hydration, may have led to heat stroke, which in turn could have caused his cerebral edema. However, this theory also failed to provide a foolproof explanation, considering Lee's extraordinary fitness levels and his expert understanding of the human body. An even more controversial theory implicated the actress Betty Ting Pei in Bruce Lee's death. As the person who provided Lee with the Equagesic and the one to find him unresponsive, suspicions around her role were inevitable. The theory was heightened by their alleged affair, adding an illicit romantic angle to the plot. However, despite the sensationalism, there was no tangible evidence to substantiate this claim. In the realm of the truly speculative, another intriguing theory emerged, drawing from the Chinese culture steeped in superstitions and folklore. This was the theory of the family curse, or malediction. It was rumored that the Lee family was under a curse that claimed the lives of its male members at a young age. The unexpected death of Bruce's son, Brandon Lee, at the age of 28, in a bizarre accident on a film set, only added fuel to these rumors. Lastly, the conspiracy theories ventured into the world of organized crime. Hong Kong in the 1970s was a hotbed of triad activities, and the film industry wasn't immune to their influence. Rumors circulated that Bruce Lee had angered the triads by refusing to pay them protection money. It was conjectured that they may have poisoned him, leading to his sudden death. The speculations around Bruce Lee's death were many, ranging from the medically plausible to the wildly fantastical. Each theory had its proponents and critics, but none provided a definitive answer to the questions that surrounded his death. What was certain was that the death of Bruce Lee, the man who had captivated the world with his martial arts prowess and his groundbreaking cinematic performances, had left an indelible mark. His departure was as mysterious as it was sudden, and the quest for answers continued to intrigue his fans, scholars, and conspiracy theorists alike. Bruce Lee's background and early life. To truly understand the mystery surrounding Bruce Lee's death, one must delve into the fascinating journey that was his life. Born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco's Chinese hospital, Li Junfan, known universally as Bruce Lee, was a child of two cultures. His father, Lee Hoi Chuan, was a famed Cantonese opera star, and his mother, Grace Ho, was from a wealthy Hong Kong family. While he was born in the United States, Bruce Lee was primarily raised in Hong Kong. His early exposure to the world of performance and entertainment through his father's profession sparked his interest in acting. As a child, Lee appeared in numerous films, playing minor roles that would serve as the foundation of his future stardom. However, his life took a definitive turn when he got involved in street fights as a teenager. It was during these tumultuous times that Lee discovered his passion for martial arts. His parents, concerned about his safety, decided that he should learn martial arts to defend himself. This decision marked the start of Bruce Lee's lifelong journey in martial arts, which began with his training under Yip Man, the master of Wing Chun. Under Yip Man's tutelage, Lee flourished, displaying a natural talent for martial arts that exceeded his peers. However, his training was not limited to Wing Chun alone. Lee's interest in martial arts was all-encompassing, and he studied various styles including Tai Chi, boxing, and fencing. This broad exposure to different martial arts styles shaped Lee's philosophy towards combat, leading him to question the rigid structures and traditions that dominated martial arts at the time. In 1959, following an altercation with the son of a feared triad family, Lee's parents sent him back to the United States, fearing retribution. He moved to San Francisco before settling in Seattle, where he finished high school and enrolled at the University of Washington studying philosophy. While in Seattle, Lee began teaching martial arts, sharing his unique blend of styles that challenged the traditional norms. His approach attracted many students and led to the establishment of his first martial arts school, the Lee Jun Fan Gung Fu Institute. Here he met Linda Emery, whom he would later marry and have 2 children with, Brandon and Shannon Lee. In these early years, Bruce Lee was a man poised at the crossroads of his life, a melting pot of cultures, experiences, and philosophies. He was a young man fueled by a burning desire to break barriers and redefine norms, a precursor to the global icon he would soon become. His early life, marked by a blend of adversity, passion, and ambition, laid the foundation for his future successes and contributed to the enigma that surrounded his life and death. Bruce Lee's rise to fame. Bruce Lee's journey from being a martial arts instructor in Seattle to becoming a global icon is a tale of unyielding passion, innovation, and relentless determination. His rise to fame was not an overnight success, but a story of persistence and a refusal to compromise on his ideals. In the early 1960s, Lee established his second martial arts school in Oakland, California. His approach to martial arts, which promoted adaptability and pragmatism over rigid styles, was groundbreaking and attracted a wide range of students. During this time, he also developed and began teaching his unique martial arts philosophy, which he termed Jeet Kune Do, or the way of the intercepting fist. However, his rise to fame truly began in 1964, when he performed at the Long Beach International Karate Championships. His impressive performance caught the attention of Hollywood producers who saw potential in his charismatic persona and martial arts expertise. In 1966, Lee was cast in the television series The Green Hornet as Kato, the martial arts skilled sidekick. Despite the show's short run, Lee's character gained significant popularity, especially in Hong Kong, where it was referred to as The Kato Show. This was his breakthrough in the American entertainment industry, a stepping stone to his later success. However, despite the popularity he enjoyed as Kato, roles for Asian actors in Hollywood were limited and often stereotyped. Frustrated with the lack of opportunities, Lee returned to Hong Kong in 1971, unaware of the fame that awaited him there. Upon his return, Lee was met with immense popularity, primarily due to the success of The Green Hornet. Seeing an opportunity, Raymond Chow, a film producer, offered him a film contract. Lee accepted, marking the beginning of a successful partnership that would revolutionize the martial arts film genre. Despite a career that spanned a mere 5 years, Bruce Lee's influence on martial arts and film was profound. His rise to fame was not just about breaking box office records or gaining international recognition. It was about breaking racial barriers, challenging traditional martial arts philosophies, and inspiring millions with his passion and commitment. He left behind a legacy that transcended his untimely death. making him a legend in life and in memory. Bruce Lee's international success. Bruce Lee's remarkable journey to international stardom was marked by iconic performances, groundbreaking films, and a relentless passion for martial arts. His international success was not only a testament to his charisma and talent, but also to his innovative approach to martial arts and filmmaking. His breakthrough film, The Big Boss, 1971, catapulted him to unprecedented fame in Hong Kong. However, its success was not confined to his home city. The film garnered international attention, breaking box office records in countries like the United Kingdom and South Korea. It also marked the emergence of a new film genre, the martial arts film, which combined electrifying fight sequences with intricate storytelling. Lee's second film, Fists of Fury, 1972, further affirmed his position as a global superstar. The film was an even bigger success than The Big Boss, smashing box office records and solidifying Lee's reputation as the king of martial arts cinema. His fame spread across Asia, Europe, and America, with audiences captivated by his on-screen persona and mesmerizing martial arts skills. Lee's third film, Way of the Dragon, 1972, was an ambitious project where he took on multiple roles. He was the director, writer, star, and choreographer of the film, showcasing his talent and vision in all aspects of filmmaking. The film's success surpassed that of his previous two films, earning Lee critical acclaim for his directorial debut. His fourth and final completed film, Enter the Dragon, 1973, marked the zenith of his career. A co-production between Warner Brothers and Hollywood and Golden Harvest in Hong Kong, it was the first of its kind and a testament to Lee's international appeal. The film was a commercial and critical success, with many considering it the greatest martial arts film ever made. Enter the Dragon showcased Lee's philosophy and his unique martial arts style to a worldwide audience. It was a culmination of his vision of bridging the cultural divide between the East and the West. The film's release after his death turned it into an enduring tribute to his legacy. Despite his sudden and tragic death, Bruce Lee's international success lives on. He was a revolutionary figure who forever changed the landscape of martial arts and cinema. His philosophy continues to inspire martial artists and enthusiasts worldwide. His films, immortalizing his talent and vision, continue to be enjoyed by millions of fans around the globe. Bruce Lee was not just a star, he was a cultural phenomenon that transcended boundaries and time.
You are to combine the two in harmony. Not if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man.
His international success is a testament to his enduring legacy, Bruce Lee's tragic death. Bruce Lee's soaring journey to global stardom was abruptly cut short with his sudden and shocking death on July 20th, 1973. He was 32 years old. The details of his tragic end are as intriguing as they are unsettling, filled with more questions than definitive answers. On the day of his death, Lee was in Hong Kong, planning to have dinner with George Lazenby, with whom he intended to make his next film. However, before leaving for the dinner, he complained of a headache and decided to lie down at the apartment of Taiwanese actress Betty Ting Pei. Betty gave him a painkiller, Equagesic, which was a combination of aspirin and a muscle relaxant. Lee took the medication and went to sleep, hoping to wake up refreshed and ready for the dinner meeting. However, when Betty tried to wake him up later, he was unresponsive. In a state of panic, Betty called Lee's producer, Raymond Chow, who rushed to the apartment. Unable to wake Lee, they called a doctor who tried to revive the unconscious actor. But when all attempts failed, an ambulance was called, and Lee was rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong. By the time he arrived at the hospital, Bruce Lee was dead. The cause of death, as determined by the doctors, was cerebral edema, a condition in which excess fluid in the brain causes swelling and can result in a coma or death. The news of Lee's death sent shockwaves around the world. It was unfathomable that the man who embodied physical perfection and discipline could suddenly be gone in such a mysterious manner. The circumstances surrounding his death gave rise to many questions and sparked a series of speculations that ranged from plausible explanations to wild conspiracy theories. Bruce Lee's sudden demise left a void that no one could fill. His death was as much a global tragedy as it was a personal loss for those who knew him. The man who had brought martial arts to the forefront of global cinema and influenced countless people with his philosophy and charisma was no more, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire millions around the world. The mystery and intrigue surrounding his death, however, have only served to cement his status as a legendary figure whose life and death continue to captivate people even decades later. Conspiracy theories and family curse. In the aftermath of Bruce Lee's death, various theories ranging from the plausible to the absurd began to circulate. Some stemmed from his association with mysterious figures in the film industry, while others linked his death to traditional Chinese beliefs, most notably the concept of a family curse. One of the theories suggested that Lee's death was a result of a hit by Chinese triads. As his fame grew, so did rumors of his connections with the underworld. Some conjectured that his refusal to pay protection money to the triads led to his death. However, there is no substantial evidence to support this claim, and it remains a product of speculation. Another theory involved the actress Betty Ting Pei, in whose apartment Lee was found unconscious. Some believe that she might have played a role in Lee's death, yet no evidence linking her to any wrongdoing has ever been produced, and she has consistently denied any involvement. A more medically grounded theory suggested that Lee died from a hypersensitive reaction to the ingredients in the painkiller he had taken. While such an extreme reaction is rare, it is not unheard of. However, this theory is at odds with the fact that Lee had taken the same medication before without any adverse effects. Amidst the rumors and conjectures, the most enduring theory is that of a supposed family curse. The concept of curses is deeply rooted in Chinese culture, and this belief was fueled by the untimely death of Lee's son, Brandon Lee. Like his father, Brandon died young and under strange circumstances while filming The Crow in 1993, further fanning the flames of the curse theory. However, these stories often overlook the fact that Lee's two siblings and his daughter, Shannon Lee, have lived long and healthy lives, which challenges the idea of a family curse. Bruce Lee's legacy. Despite his untimely demise, Bruce Lee's legacy endures, not just as a remarkable martial artist and an international film star, but as a cultural icon who continues to influence and inspire millions around the globe. Lee's films, particularly Enter the Dragon, had a profound impact on how martial arts were perceived and depicted in cinema. His unique fighting style, combined with his charismatic screen presence, revolutionized the martial arts film genre. His innovative choreography and his philosophy of adaptability and pragmatism continue to shape martial arts and action films. Beyond the silver screen, Bruce Lee's impact on martial arts was substantial. His creation of Jeet Kune Do, a martial arts philosophy that stressed practicality, flexibility, and simplicity, marked a significant departure from traditional martial arts. His teachings emphasized individual expression over rigid forms and techniques. Today, his philosophy remains a key influence on various martial arts styles worldwide. Lee's influence extended into the world of fitness as well. His own training regimen and philosophy of physical fitness inspired many to see exercise not just as a means to an end, but as a way of life. His iconic physique and his belief in the connection between physical health and mental well-being continue to influence fitness enthusiasts and athletes. More than anything else, Bruce Lee was a symbol of breaking barriers. As one of the first Asian actors to achieve mainstream success in Hollywood, he challenged racial stereotypes and paved the way for future generations of Asian actors in the West. His struggle for representation and his success in the face of adversity continue to inspire actors and filmmakers of Asian descent. Today, Bruce Lee's legacy lives on in countless ways. His teachings are still widely read and his films continue to be enjoyed by new generations. His life and his philosophy are commemorated in various forms, from statues and museums to documentaries and biographies. His daughter, Shannon Lee, carries on his legacy through the Bruce Lee Foundation, which seeks to preserve, perpetuate, and disseminate his life lessons. As we continue to explore the life and legacy of Bruce Lee, we remember him not just for his extraordinary skills and achievements, but for his indomitable spirit, his relentless pursuit of excellence, and his unwavering belief in the power of self-expression. As he famously said, The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. And indeed, Bruce Lee's life is one worth remembering.